Hi friends, welcome back to my kitchen. Welcome if you are new. I'm Cheryl, this is Table Full of Joy. And I'm ready for this camping trip, friends. We are on the last day. We are leaving first thing tomorrow morning for our 6-day camping trip up on the northern Oregon coast. And I cannot wait to do this. So I have a to-do list that I need to get done before my husband gets home. He's gonna finish up the last couple things. We need to go exchange our propane tank because as in Oregon, they have a law with propane tanks that you have to replace them every, I think it's like 7 years or something. Ours, the last time we used it, they filled it even though they shouldn't have. They were nice and they did it, but they told us if we were gonna do it again, we had to get a new one. So we're gonna swap ours out, get a new one for this trip. We have a propane fire pit that we like to use. And then we also have our camp stove or oven combination that we use, and that takes the tank as well. So we're gonna get that taken care of. I'm getting some things ready to go because I want to get as much prep done here at home as I possibly can. So when I get to the coast, I don't have to think about anything. I've got all of my veggies are chopped. My breakfasts are all planned and ready to go. My friend Ange and I are splitting the meals. I'm doing half of them. She's doing half of them. Her mom's filling in with a few things, but it's just going to be a relaxing time for all of us. We've all had just a stressful spring, and we are all exhausted and tired and just ready for some downtime, ready for some time to sit back and connect. Again, I have not seen Angie in almost a year and I just miss her dearly. I've known her since 9th grade. She's one of my best friends and I just love her to death. So I can't wait to get over to the coast. Oven's preheated. So we are doing some cooking as well as some prep. So we are having ribs on Friday night. These were on us buy one get one free at Fred Meyer, our local kroger store. I have 4 racks of ribs. I fully intended to smoke these yesterday. It did not happen. As you can tell, I'm still battling this cold. I'm exhausted. I'm tired. It's been a busy week trying to get ready for this trip. I did not get a chance to get them in the smoker. So we're just gonna put them in the oven. We're gonna wrap them tight in foil. We're gonna put them in the oven and we're gonna let them just sit there and slowly roast. I think I got my oven set like 350, should be fine. We're gonna let them roast for several hours in there, covered in foil, nice and tight, and they're gonna be amazing. We're not gonna worry about it. We're having these on Friday night for dinner. Tomorrow night we are doing burgers because we are all traveling a little bit of a distance. We have about a 4-hour drive from where we live to where we're camping. They have about a 2-hour drive from where they live, and so we wanted something super simple, really easy for all of us for dinner the first night. So we're doing burgers and burgers, chips, and fruit. That's it. That's dinner. And so I have these burgers that I grabbed at Kroger. These are a bacon cheddar Angus burger. These were 4 burgers for reduced sale, $6.50. You can't beat that. This is a Angus jalapeno pepper jack. There's 4 of these, and these were $10 for all 4 of these. And then this is for just plain regular beef patties for $5.84. We're gonna pack all of those. We're feeding about 12 people. So I think that's gonna be enough burgers. I think we're gonna be good with that. We're gonna pack these cold. They're frozen, which is fine. They're gonna thaw out on the way to the trip, way to the coast tomorrow, and they're gonna be okay. So we're gonna put these in the refrigerator so that they stay nice and cold until we get up in the morning, and we'll pack everything into the cooler before we head out. We are also doing biscuits and gravy one morning for breakfast. So I grabbed 2 pounds of country sausage. This, I did 2 pounds of it, 2 separate packages, and I put them in a Ziploc bag. So when I put these in my cooler, I don't have to worry about this leaking because you know how this stuff is, that cellophane doesn't ever hold real well. We're also doing a camping favorite breakfast of ours. We're doing a huevos rancheros, and we need chorizo for that. And again, I put that in a Ziploc bag just to make sure that I don't have any leakage in my cooler that's gonna contaminate anything else. We will put the meat on the very bottom, so if there is a puncture in something, at least it leaks in the bottom of the cooler and not on top of anything else. But everything is gonna be sealed. I also grabbed 2 pounds of thick cut bacon because we need some bacon for our burgers and we need some bacon for breakfast one morning. I also grabbed a big bag of shredded hash browns, and we're gonna have those with our, probably with the huevos rancheros, I think, or maybe the biscuits and gravy, I don't know. We're gonna have it with one of them, I don't know. I just grabbed it as an extra. Grab some queso fresco cheese. This is for the huevos rancheros. If you're not familiar with how we do the huevos, I'm gonna try to do a video for you guys of that recipe because it's an incredible breakfast recipe. You serve it on a crispy tostada shell with refried black beans and chorizo and a little bit of peppers and onions and a nice soft egg, some queso cheese. It's incredible. It is so, so good. So we're gonna have that one morning for breakfast. We also have some sliced cheese right here. This is for our burgers and also just for snacking. I grabbed some crackers. They had some crackers on sale at Fred Meyer, so I grabbed some of those. Grab some brats. These are for lunches if anybody wants something. Tony and I don't typically eat lunch when we're camping because we eat breakfast so late in the morning, but you just never know. So we'll have them just in case. If we don't end up eating them, they'll just go in my freezer and they'll be ready for a barbecue. I grabbed a whole bunch of chicken because I need chicken for 2 recipes that we're doing. And this is not going camping, but I grabbed these because they were on sale and I could not resist. I could not pass this one up. These are these Kobe crafted beef patties that we've gotten before. They are incredible burgers. They had these for $4.95 for 4 patties. These were running not on sale or not on reduced, right around $15 for 4 burgers. And so to get them for under $5 for 4, that was incredible. And I had to snag a couple more of those. We actually had these on Saturday, I think it was. We had them Saturday night and they are so, so good. We love them. So we need to get some prep work done, friends. We've got some peppers and some onions that we need to get prepped and in a bag. So we have those ready for both of our recipes. I am going to use a little bit of peppers for our huevos rancheros because I like to put a little bit of those in with the black beans and the chorizo. And let's see. Oh, I'm going to make biscuits. So when I camp, I make homemade buttermilk biscuits. I use Pioneer Woman's biscuit recipe. It's our absolute favorite recipe. I use those and I make them. Don't bake them. I just make them and I cut them out and I put them on a piece of parchment paper and then I shove them in a Ziploc bag and I store them flat in the cooler on the very top. We have our camp stove combination oven, our Camp Chef, and that is what I cook those in. And I'm telling you, friends, the cast iron biscuit pan in that oven makes the best biscuits. It is so good. So we need to get all this stuff prepped because, friends, I still have our drawers that I need to get packed and our shower bag I have to get packed, and it's a whole thing. So if you've missed what I mean by the shower bags, I'll leave a link in the description box for the other 2 videos I did leading up to this camping trip. We have a tent trailer. It's 2011 Rockwood Freedom, and to save space inside the trailer, I bought single drawers, Rubbermaid drawers, that I put all of our stuff in. All of our clothes go in those, and then they stack by the door. That keeps me from having to have bags that I have to pack everywhere. I don't want to deal with it. The drawers are much easier. I bring them in the house. We each have 2 drawers. I put our stuff in them. They get shoved in the door of the trailer for the travel. And when we get there, they get set up right by the door, right there. So they're easily accessible. It's less mess on the floor. You don't have bags to deal with. It's just so much easier. It's much simpler for me anyway. So let's get this prep done, friends, because I'm already getting tired. I had to work today and I need to get this stuff done. So at least I have a little bit of time to sit down and relax tonight and just kind of regroup and kind of go through my list again and make sure that I'm not missing anything because I am a huge list maker. And so let's get this stuff prepped. I need to deal with our ribs first. Let's get those in some foil and get those wrapped up and get them in the oven. Just gonna squeeze these just like that. And a trick that I learned from somebody years ago is to put a little bit of apple cider vinegar in your foil with your ribs. It just makes them super, super tender and delicious. Okay, let's get these wrapped up just like that. see how much foil I have left in this box. Okay. Got enough in this box to do one more rack. I love camping, and yes, it is a lot of work, but it's a lot of work in the beginning. To get there, it's a lot of work. But once we get there, we've already done all of our prep work. We've done all of our stuff that needs to get done, and we are ready to just kick back and relax and enjoy our friends. And hubby and I have had such a crazy schedule the last several months, with my husband starting his business and still working his full-time job until we get his business going, get it off the ground. So it's been a minute since we've really had any time to spend together. So we are looking forward to this weekend and being able to spend some time together, relaxing and just enjoying the beach. And just like that, friends, our ribs are going in the oven. All right, we're gonna deal with our chicken now. I need 6 pieces in each of these 2 bags. So let's see how many pieces are in this package. These are chicken breast cutlets, so they're already cut thin the way I like it. So let's see, there's 2. I don't like how they cleaned that one up. I'm gonna get my knife and clean that up a little. Sometimes they don't do a very good job, I don't think. I think they're in a hurry when they clean these up, and like this is a big piece of bone right here. And I just want to make sure my chicken is okay. So there's 3 right there. Okay, these are pretty good size. Okay, I'm gonna clean this up too. Get that little bit of fat off of there. And that piece of bone that they left. Okay, I'm gonna just cut this in half lengthwise, so I end up with 2. And I might have to take a bag of chicken out of the freezer, which is fine. I've got plenty in the freezer. Okay, so there's 3, there's 5. Again, this needs to be cleaned up a little bit. All right. Okay, let's cut this one. So this one's gonna have 7 chicken breasts, which is fine. I'm not worried about that. It'll just be an extra piece of chicken for somebody. Okay, there's those. So there's one dinner. That chicken, and here's that chicken, and there's all of our chicken ready for both recipes that require chicken, sealed and ready to go. We are ready. We've got our bags labeled, so we know we've got a little bag labeled breakfast. That's for the huevos rancheros. We'll have a little bit of peppers and a little bit of onions for that one. We've got a big baggie labeled Italian chicken that will have our zucchini, onion, and carrots in this one. Potatoes will be put in at the campground because I don't want them to turn brown on me, so we're gonna wait and we'll cut those in half. I just got little potatoes. And then we have a bag ready for pineapple chicken, and It uses canned pineapple, which is super easy, so I'm not going to worry too much about putting the pineapple in it. I'll just drain those in the can at the campground. So let's get all of our veggies prepped. We need to get biscuits made still, and I think that's the last of the food prep that we need to do before we leave tomorrow morning. So then I can get on with getting the laundry out of the dryer, getting the drawers packed up and ready to go. And then I think that's it for tonight. As I said, I want to make sure that I'm prepared for tomorrow morning. So all we have to do, bags with dry things from the house that haven't gone out to the car already. Those things will be ready just to grab those bags and take those to the car. And everything in the fridges will be ready to go right from the fridge into the cooler. Cooler goes into the back of my truck, and then we're ready to go. So I didn't tell you, when I came back from the grocery store, I went and did my shopping for everything. The things that did not need to be refrigerated or go in the cooler could just stay in the bag. When I bagged my groceries, this is a tip for you. If you're shopping the day you're camping or the day before you're camping, when you're shopping, anything that is dry that does not need to be refrigerated, such as granola bars, chips, nuts, snacks, any of that kind of stuff. When you're bagging your groceries, bag that stuff together. And then when you put the stuff in the car, leave it in the car. Don't bring it in the house, because then you're going to have to make a trip all the way back out to the car with the bags again. So I thought of that on the way home. I was like, I'm glad I bagged these things this way, because now when I get home, I can leave all of this stuff in the car and I don't have to transport it more than once. It's already done. So let's get all these veggies done, because friends, I'm losing my energy. I'm tired. So I need to get this done. So let's get it done quick. I'm just going to do a half of an onion for the pineapple chicken. I'm going to do a half of an onion for breakfast. And I'm going to do a half of a red onion for the pineapple chicken. And the other half of that red onion will be for anybody that wants onion on their burger. I am not an onion fan, as you guys know, so I will not want onion on mine. But we are going to just go ahead and chop this up. I'm going to leave these pieces a little bit big because, as you guys know, I am not an onion fan, but I don't want to deprive anybody else that likes onion. So I'm going to make them big enough that while we are sitting at the table eating, I can pick it out and hand it to my husband, and he will eat it for me, because after 32 years together, he knows my dislike of onion. Okay, so that's going to go in the Italian chicken. So let's get that in here. So we're going to get all these veggies put in here, and then when we get to the campground, the day that we're going to have this meal, I will spread out pieces of foil and I will put everybody's chicken in there. I'll put their veggies in there, and it'll just be ready to go on the fire. These are foil pack dinners, which I love doing when we're camping, because it's less dishes for me to have to deal with, and it's super easy to do. All right, so this piece we are going to do, this one is going to go in our breakfast bag. And I don't think we need all of this for breakfast. So I'm going to do the last portion of this onion in the big pieces again, and I'll just put this in with that Italian chicken, because we don't need a ton of onion in the breakfast thing. All right, so this one we're going to go a little bit smaller. This one I can handle eating a little bit of onion in it, because it's got so many things going on that I'm okay with it. Okay, so this is going to go in our little Ziploc bag that is labeled breakfast. And like I said, because these are all labeled and I know exactly which meal these go to, I can just go to the cooler, I can grab out that bag and take it over to the stove, and I can just start making whatever it is that I'm making. So this is because this is the Italian chicken. This one does not have peppers in it. It just has carrots, potatoes, and zucchini. So I've got 3 zucchini. Fred Meyer had some beautiful zucchinis today. So we're going to go ahead and get these cut up. And I'm just going to do these in rounds. I'm going to keep it nice and simple, not doing any fancy anything. We're just going to do 3 zucchinis, nice slices. Same with our carrots. Those are just going to be beautiful rounds. Got our onion, And this, we're gonna have our potatoes. This is gonna be super tasty. Okay, put our zucchini in our bag. And because this one gets potatoes, this bag is already almost done. We just need this, and we need a few carrots in there. And I'm just gonna cut these at the same time because, as I said, friends, I'm getting tired and I still need to get the laundry out of the dryer. I did one last little laundry when I got home from work, and that stuff is in the dryer waiting for me to take it out and take things and go directly into our drawers with those things. And I'm hoping to have the drawers packed tonight and ready to go, so when my husband gets home tonight, he can just take those and go straight out to the trailer with them. And that's one less thing that we have to think about in the morning. I think this is going to be super tasty. Okay, let's do some carrots. I'm just going to wash these. I am not going to peel them. Take the root end off of them. And I'm just going to slice these into rounds. Like I said, we're going for easy. We are not... This is camping. We are not going fancy. Okay. Have tasty food and not have to do a ton of work once I get there. I'm already tired now, so it's fine. I don't mind doing a little bit of prep tonight if that's going to save me a ton of time while I'm on vacation. Our Italian chicken is ready to go. Let's get our peppers chopped for our breakfast. I have a half of a red pepper and I have an orange pepper here, so that's all I'm going to put in there. Probably just going to do a half of this because you don't want a ton of peppers in this. It's supposed to just be like an accent flavor in this. Okay, so there's all of our peppers for our breakfast. I'm gonna get these put in here with our onions. Let me know in the comments if you guys prep, if you're gonna go camping, if you guys cook while you're camping. Do you guys do any food prep before you go, or do you just bring everything and prep while you're there? I am not a huge fan of that. I really want to enjoy my vacation. All right, so this one, I'm gonna go ahead and do 6 peppers. Actually, I'm gonna do a green. We're gonna do 1 green bell pepper. All right, let's get our peppers ready for our pineapple chicken. I'm just gonna do 1 green bell pepper and I'll do the rest of them colored. I wanna see how much these peppers right here gives me as far as veggies. And then I'll know if I need to cut the rest of these peppers. If not, then I will just save them for when we get home. And I'm sure I will use them, or if I don't have a plan for them when we get back from vacation, I will just end up chopping them and freezing them. That's typically what I do with my bell peppers. Is it's just my husband and I, and a lot of times we cannot go through peppers before they go bad. So I will take peppers from the grocery store and I will chop them up, and then I will put them in freezer bags, or I will vacuum seal them. My vacuum sealer right now is not working, unfortunately. I don't know what happened to it, but it is not cooperating. So otherwise I would be vacuum sealing this stuff, but it's just not going to happen right now. So we're just going to have to be okay with a Ziploc bag. And I will just make sure the Ziploc bags of veggies sit up on top of the cooler so that there's no chance of them getting smashed in the bottom. We're going to put in a half of a red onion in with this. I am just so annoyed by all of the seeds, and I understand that's part of the vegetable, but if somebody could just invent a seedless pepper, that would be amazing. I just don't like the seeds in my food. I'm picky. I'm going to cut these into thirds, and I'm going to cut them into fairly good size chunks, and then let's just see how many this gives us in this bag with our half a red onion. We're feeding 6 people, so I don't think I'm going to need much more than this right here. I think this may be enough bell pepper. So we've got our pineapple chicken is ready to go. We've got our Italian chicken is ready to go. We've got our little bag of peppers and onions for our huevos rancheros. Got a Ziploc bag for the leftover onion, and that is going to go with us. And that's our veggies, friends. Now let's get these buttermilk biscuits made. We're going to make our buttermilk biscuits now. That we are going to make them as far as getting them put together. We're going to put the biscuits, after they're cut out, onto some parchment paper, put them in a Ziploc bag, and then those are going to go on the very top in the cooler so they don't get crushed. But this is Pioneer Woman's biscuit recipe for her buttermilk biscuits. It's my absolute favorite biscuit recipe. They turn out perfect every single time. They work amazing in our camp oven. And the funny thing is, this is actually her drop biscuit recipe. I don't do it as a drop biscuit. I've always done it as a cut biscuit, a cutout biscuit. So it works great. It's a little bit sticky, but I'm okay with that. I put a little extra flour on my board so that I can plop it on the flour, flip it over, plop it back over, get it so that it's not sticky on the top and bottom, and then cut them out, and they come out perfect. They're so beautiful, nice and light and fluffy and perfect. So let's get them made. Super, super simple, just a few ingredients, and they're gonna be done. So I'm making a double batch of these biscuits because I think it only makes 8. And I know the guys anyway are gonna want 2 biscuits a piece. And so that doesn't leave any for us ladies. And so if there's a couple of extra biscuits, it's not gonna be a problem. I guarantee they're gonna get eaten at some point. Somebody will probably have them with another breakfast while we're gone or something, but I'm sure that someone's gonna eat them. So we need 3 cups of just all-purpose flour. We need 1.5 sticks of ice cold butter, cut up into cubes. And I'm doing this in a food processor. That's what I love about this recipe, is that you do this in a food processor, and that's what makes this so simple and so easy. 2 tablespoons of baking powder. This is what gives us our beautiful lift on our biscuits. We need a 1/2 teaspoon of salt, using my Redmond's real salt, so I'm going to add just a pinch extra. Now we're going to put our lid on, and we're going to pulse this until it resembles fine crumbs. Feed tube out. We're going to pour in our 1¼ cups of buttermilk, and we're going to pulse this too. So I'm going to move my food processor out of the way so I can get to my cutting board. Okay, I am going to take off my jewelry because I really don't want to have to pick flour out of my rings. We're going to put down just a little bit of flour on our board. Spread it out a little bit. Okay, let's get our biscuit dough. And you can see it's a little bit sticky. It's a little bit tacky, and that's perfectly fine. I'm going to take this dough. We definitely have got some wet or some dry stuff down here on the bottom, but that's okay. We're going to mix this in. So let's make ourselves a little bit of a well right here in the center. Okay, just like that. Okay, let's get the rest of our dough off of our blade. I should have switched to my dough blade and I didn't, but that's okay. It's still gonna work. Okay, we've got our biscuit cutter. We're just gonna cut out our biscuits. And I know they say you're not supposed to, you know, refold your dough and I do. And I want big, thick biscuits because we are gonna have biscuits and gravy. And like I said, I want a big, substantial. So I try not to handle it too much, but I just kind of push it back onto itself and just kind of get it kind of in the general shape of a circle so I can cut out a couple of more biscuits. So we'll just put this back on top of itself and just, I should be able to get 2 more biscuits out of this. One good shaped one and then one funky shape. And my husband loves the funky shaped biscuits. So this is going to be, I think I'm going to save that one. So I got 7 biscuits there. So I've got my Ziploc bag and I'm going to put my parchment paper in here. We're just going to take our biscuits and we're going to set these right in our Ziploc bag. So I will have 2 bags of biscuits. So there's those. Going to fold this down on top of it. And they're going to get stored in the cooler flat just like this. So see, we're trying to be really careful not to overwork the last little bit of dough. And I don't think we're gonna bother with this piece right here. We're just gonna not do that one. So anyway, so 2, 4, 6, 8. We got 9 out of this one and 7 out of the other one. Let's get these on some parchment. Okay, so let's get these in here. And I think because I had like an oddball at 9 in this one, I think I'm gonna put that 9th one in that other bag so that I have 8 in each bag. Seven, 8. I'm just gonna fold that over. All right, so we've got 16 biscuits. That should be plenty of biscuits for biscuits and gravy. Everybody should have exactly the amount that they want. And I've had the worst time with these Ziploc bags that I got at Costco. They're Ziploc brand and they've just been horrible. I just have not had very good luck at getting them to zip shut. All right, friends, so these are the drawers that I showed in our trailer video, our tent trailer video. These 2 are my husband's t-shirts, socks, underwear, that kinds of thing. Shorts, pants, sweatpants, all those things. We always bring 2 sweatshirts with us. We wear one over to the coast and we bring an extra just in case. These 2 are my drawers. Same thing, t-shirts, socks, underwear in one. My sweatshirt that I'm going to bring. I've got my sweatshirt laid out that I'm going to wear. Got some pants and some shirts in there. And these just work out super, super nice for inside the trailer. Great way to store all of our stuff without having things everywhere. All right, friends, so that's where we're going to end tonight's video, or today's video. We've got our ribs just came out of the oven. They are cooling. They need to cool completely before I put them in Ziploc bags so we can pack them up and bring them to the coast. I've been cooking some rice, and I'm going to put that in a Ziploc bag as well so that I don't have to deal with cooking rice on the coast. It's already going to be done. I want everything to be as simple and easy as possible for us. And then we're going to have that rice with our pineapple chicken. That'll be super good with that. We've got potatoes for the Italian chicken, so that's going to be done. Burgers are ready to go. We are pretty much ready. I'm working on my shower bag right now that we're going to take over that has all of our toiletries in it. As I said before, we just share one bag. It just makes it easy. And so we are going to get some things packed up that we need to get finished up. Hubby should be here in a few minutes. He's going to help me get the drawers put in the trailer, so that's out of our way for the morning. And then basically it literally is just loading the few things that we have in the house. There's a couple of bags in here that are probably going to go to the car tonight. They can sit out there. They're not refrigerated stuff, so they should be fine. We're going to put those in, get the back seat organized so the dogs have their bed, their blankets, all the things that they need to make them feel comfortable on the road trip. And then tomorrow morning we're going to pack up the cooler and we're going to be on the road. It's going to take us no time to get out the door. That's what I like to have. That's what happens when you're really organized, when you have a plan. I am devastated. I cannot find my master spreadsheet that I made. I made a spreadsheet years ago for camping, and I had it broke down to, I had a list for the bed of my truck, the things that go in the bed, a list of things that go in the trailer, a list of things that go in the back seat, a list of things that go in the overhead cargo carrier. I mean, I had everything laid out, and I don't know what happened to it. It's not on my Google anymore, so I'm gonna have to recreate it. But that's okay. I'll figure it out. I didn't realize it was gone until I went to pull that up and get ready for this trip, and I realized that it was gone. So I've just been using a notepad right now so I can check things off. So we've got the drawers are packed. The shower bag is just about done. I can cross that one off. I've got my list of important things down here that I don't want to forget, such as my dog's medicine, which is super important. He needs to have those, so I don't want to forget that. There's some things that I need to grab out of the fridge last thing in the morning. I have those on my list. I want to make sure we don't forget jackets, that we don't forget our hoodies, that we don't forget all these little things that I can easily forget. So friends, we are excited. We cannot wait to get over to the coast. I cannot wait to get over there and just relax for a few days. It's gonna feel so good to have some time with my husband on the way over there, some time with my sweet friend Angie that I haven't seen for a little while. It's gonna be fun to catch up with her and just relax. That's what I need, is I need a few days of just downtime. But I will be bringing you guys along with us as we go. So stay tuned. We will be doing a travel vlog tomorrow as we make our way up the coast, the Oregon coast, heading to Nehalem Bay. So you guys will get to see some of our favorite spots along the Oregon coast. We'll make some stops and let you guys see the beautiful Oregon coast if you've never seen it. It is breathtaking. It is my favorite place on earth. Everybody else wants to travel to Italy and, you know, Hawaii and all the things. You know what? Take me to the Oregon coast and I'm happy. I'm a happy girl when I'm over there. So I don't have allergies when I'm there. I can breathe. I just love it. It's my happy place. So friends, I cannot wait to bring you along with me, show you some of my favorite things on the Oregon coast, and let you see what we cook in there, let you see our complete trailer setup, and how we get ready for a week of just relaxing and spending time with our friends, making some delicious meals. We've done a little bit of work and a little bit of prep before we leave to make it super easy so we can just enjoy ourselves. So friends, I hope to see you guys in the next video. Let me know in the comments if you guys are going to be following along as we head to the Oregon coast tomorrow. And let me know if you guys are excited to see something. I'm excited to show you guys some fun things over there. So stay tuned for that video. I will leave a link in the description box for the other 2 videos that we put out this week for the trailer, so you guys can see the trailer tour and a few other things that we did. We did our camping tote, our kitchen tote. We did a video for that one. So I'll leave a link in the description for you guys, and I'll also make a playlist of all of our camping videos. So everything will be all in one for you guys together. But friends, thank you guys so much for joining me in this fun adventure that we're going to go on. If you guys have not yet, please hit that subscribe button up there. We would love to have you a part of our YouTube family. Hit that notification bell so you're notified every time we upload a new video, because you don't want to miss any of the ones on this trip. They're going to be fun. And friends, we will talk to you guys in the comments. Have a great day, and God bless.